Hey guys, Catherine here. Today I'm going to be working with some ribbon and I want to make some paperclip embellishments, things that you can use to mark pages or paperclip things in. And I've already got some paper clips set aside for this. I've got a couple of green ones and a couple of white ones. Don't know that I'll use them all, but I've got them picked out. And I've got some ribbon that I want to use. I've got some scissors and a ruler and a hot glue gun. So let's get started. The first one that I want to do is actually one of my personal favorites. It's a pretty simple one, but you can do it and you can embellish it with beads or things if you want to as well. The first thing that I'm going to do is just take a bit of ribbon and cut it at 5 inches, and I'll cut it at an angle at 5 inches. There we go. And then I'll cut the other end to an angle as well. So it's not going to be quite 5 inches when it's all said and done, but one way or the other way it'll be about 5. And this is going to be also the simplest one that I want to show you. I want to show you 2 different designs today. Yeah, so it'll be a little more than 5 from tip to tip, but the flat sides are 5. So I've got that ruler, set it aside for now. Then what I'm going to do is take and fold it in half. So you've got 1 point there and 1 point there. Then fold that. I don't know that I want to fold that. I think what I'm going to end up doing is tucking it through the end of the paper clip. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. Tucking it through the end of the paper clip so that it's sideways like this. And I'm going to tuck it through the end that doesn't have both loops. A paper clip goes around so that 2 loops are at one end and 1 loop are at the other end, and I'm going to tuck it through the end that only has 1 loop on it. Then I'm going to take both of the cut ends up and put them through the folded over end so that it loops through itself. And if it doesn't all come undone, then you'll be able to see what it ends up looking like. Come on, you. And then both cut ends through the folded loop. Hopefully, maybe, sort of, kind of. One, and then the other through. There we go. And then don't lose them both. And then pull them both down to the end and pull it tight so that you've got the wrapped around part, so that you've got the loop, the folded end, pulled tight just around the end here, and then you end up with a couple of little rabbit ears. Then you can slide a bead on over both of them or one of them if you want to embellish it with beads further. I like it just like this. This is one of my favorite ways of doing it. It looks like, well, I think it looks like rabbit ears, but you could also do another one of these. You could do 2 5-inch ones and then have fairy wings, or whatever you like. Actually, I might do that. I might do another one that has 4. Let's try it again. Go 5 inches and cut it off in this direction, and then a second one also at 5 inches, and I'm just going to lay it on top to match it up. And cut it off at the angle, and then grab another paper clip and fold this in half and put it through the single loop end on the paper clip. And then actually it might be easier to stick a pair of tweezers through and grab the cut ends with the tweezers and pull those through the loops. Aha, see, that's easier. There we go, and then just, see, lost an end. Okay, undo, try again. Okay, fold. Through. I don't think I had all 4 of them grabbed with the tweezers is what I think the problem was. Yep. I don't think I did. That's okay. Go grab all 4. Hopefully this time. See, nope, still didn't get all 4. There we go. Got all of them now. Pull the loops down over and the ends out, hopefully. Well, I only see 2. Why do I only see 2? There should be 4. Alright. Not making, like the minute I try to do something on camera, it suddenly stops working out. Okay. Last try this time. Okay. Maybe these tweezers aren't gripping. Maybe I need a different set of tweezers. We shall try a different pair, see if that works better. And straighten out. Those are not straight. They're not even with each other. We'd end up with some shorter than other ones if we left it like that. Go try to line up the ends even with each other, because if you don't, some of them will be shorter than the other ones will. All right. Through and through and grab onto all 4. Grabbed really well. Aha, there we go, and that'll hold it. And then pull the end up. Make sure that we've got all 4 ends. We do. Perfect. Awesome sauceum. And then pull them down tightly. And if you don't trust it, you can stick it down with a bit of hot glue just to make sure. You want to just put the bit of hot glue just underneath the end loop here. And I may do that with this one. It seems to be sliding around a bit. It doesn't want to stay in place, so... Oh, come on. Tuck my hot glue gun underneath, put a bead in, and that should hold it. There we go, and then we've got 4 different ends, which actually can be twisted around to make a flower, or if you can get them to bend the opposite direction, can make wings. So that's the way of doing those 2. Then what I also want to do is do a bow. So I'm going to take and do the same thing, cut it off at 5 inches again. And fold both ends over so that the pointed ends cross over each other. But first I think I want to cut another piece. This one I want to cut just a tad shorter, about half an inch shorter, just a little bit. go. And then the longer of the two gets folded so that the corners meet in the middle. And I'm going to just pop a dab of hot glue underneath that so that it holds in place. There we go, and that'll hold in place for now, and then this will line up with this, and then what we're going to do is take and pinch this down. If we can get it. Just kind of fold the insides in, and then with a bit of thinner ribbon, I think. Although I really do like this. I really do like it when it turns out all one color. Go, just take a length off of there. Because I do honestly like it when it turns out all one color. And then wrap it around once so that it all holds in place. And stick a little dab of hot glue underneath it so that it stays where you put it. And then we will take our paper clip and doing the same thing, putting it through the single loop side, we will run that tail through, the one that we've been winding around, and line it up with the top so that it will hold it in place, and then run that tail back through the same place again in the paper clip. And on the back side, just on the underneath side of the paper clip, we'll put another dab of hot glue. And bring that up and hold it until it cools into place. And then trim the ribbon that we were using to wrap around it off. And that can get set aside for later. And this is the back side, so it doesn't look nice, of course. But then, when we turn it over to the front side, it is a bow. And you can arrange it a little bit, you know, tug the ribbon around so that it sits nicely. But that gives you a bow. And that's 3 different ways to do ribbon paperclip embellishments for the edges of pages, to mark pages, or to clip things in. I hope you liked how to do this. You can, of course, use different kinds of ribbon. The wider ones work better for these bows, and the narrower ones work better for tying multiple levels like that. But I would be more than happy to see if you guys do any of these too. They're quick and simple and easy, and you don't have to have a hot glue gun, though it certainly does help. Thank you guys for watching. Please remember to subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Bye!